Welcome to the basement.
We live.
Live, baby. Live and in action.
We're gonna be in his basement right here, back here, Bobby Raid. How's your day, Bob?
Oh, freaking mowing lawns. It's lawn mowing season. Need to get me some New Balances to mow my lawn.
Nah, dude, New Balance. You can't be wearing New Balances, dude. They're not old man shoes anymore.
Yes, they are.
No, they're
I
not.
feel
They're
like such an old person now. Like I'm like getting hyped over like lawn stuff. Like I'm like gonna get a new lawnmower soon. So I'm like getting excited about that. Couldn't imagine doing that back in the day.
so you just live in an apartment.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I hate mowing lawns, dude. I mowed at the golf course, dude, having to mow tee boxes and greens and shit like that. That sucked. I hate lawns. That's why I just wanna, when I landscape, when we get a house, I'm just rocks.
Rocks? No way.
Like some Las Vegas stuff.
It sucks because my lawn's not the greatest right now because of my dogs. That's what sucks ass. But I still like it. I don't mind mowing the lawn, It kind of sucks sometimes, but most of the time I don't mind it. It's just nice. Put some headphones in, put your little sun hat on, mow some lawns, get a little nice natter date to quench the thirst.
You go shirtless?
Hell no. You think I can go shirtless like this?
Yeah, you gotta work on that
They can't
tan.
handle this chocolate thunder, dog.
You gotta work on the tan.
Yeah, no. Soon.
I mean,
Thick. They can't handle. I'm too thick for them, bro.
it's a thick boy summer. It ain't skinny boy summer. It's thick boy summer.
I got the tank top on, once it gets warm, but it's still a little chilly.
That'll work. I wish Utah's climate was kind of like LA sometimes, just be 70 year round.
Oh, what? 70 year round?
Well, not 8. Well, LA gets hot, but I'm saying kind of like a San Diego.
San Diego gets hot as hell too. It's humid as hell. I just wish we had an ocean because I want to learn how to surf.
We have an ocean.
I want to learn how to surf so bad. The Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake is not an ocean.
It was. I mean, Utah was.
It was what?
Where do you think the Great Salt Lake came from? We were underwater, Bob.
It's where the asteroid hit when the dinosaurs died.
And it just was a miracle. Saltwater just.
The Great Salt Lake is both the largest body of water.
Saltwater.
Between the Great Lakes and the Pacific Ocean, the largest salt lake in the Western Hemisphere. Lake Bonneville, a large freshwater lake of the Pleistocene era. It was never an ocean, talent.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it had to have been the ocean. Utah had to have been underwater at some point. How would the Lake Bonneville, with its fresh water, get all the salt?
The Pangea, man, before, Pangea era. That's like shit all happened. The whole world was different, okay, but it was never a part of the ocean. Never part of the ocean.
I still think it was.
I
bet Utah. I guarantee
Utah and ocean. That's one of the most Googled things. Today, Utah is land of great diversity and scenery. Through geological time, Utah has been covered by oceans and inland seas as well as completely dry land. So maybe it could have. But who knows that? There was no people there. There was no people around, Science could be wrong, but yes, science says so. Maybe you're right. But Utah, all of Utah was under the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then when it came, then the Great Salt Lake it got stuck there. I wasn't saying the Great Salt Lake.
It was part of Lake Bonneville, a big freshwater lake. That's where it came from. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Pleistocene. Pelicetone. I don't know how to say that word. Somebody please help me. I'm gonna put this in Google Translate. See what it says.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're trying to say. What does Google Translate say?
Let's check it out. It'll be like, you're restarted. Pleistocene. The Pleistocene era.
You're a little off, weren't you? What were you saying?
Pleistocene? I was saying
Platysaurus?
Pleistocene. You're Pleistocene. Plagiarum. Freaking Perry the Platypus is what it was. It's crazy, dude. Think about it. Like Utah was probably like, like we had the mammoth found here. Like I bet there was dinosaurs everywhere. I mean, like imagine all the dinosaurs not found here in Utah. Or well, I guess they're probably all like eroded and stuff like that. But
I mean,
crazy.
it's probably like that all over though.
I bet there's more in Utah, dude. Think about it. Utah's kind of crazy.
Well, it's like I mean, there's a bunch of different stuff. There's like one guy that was trying to say that like when Pangea was a thing, that the Indians that were here in the U.S. and in Mexico were the lost tribe of what, Jerusalem or Israel, whatever it was. And he's trying to say they were in the lost tribe.
What? I don't
Yeah,
even
and
know what seven of those words meant.
well, like I don't know, there's this dude in the. Oh, you thought we got Joseph Smith, huh?
Joseph Smith. Did you see that they think they found a tomb over in St. George? They thought that they think that was supposed to be Joseph Smith's, but I guess he was buried in Illinois or something like that. But
He got murdered when he was like
yeah,
21.
really? I don't know any of that Bible stuff.
Look it up. When did Joseph Smith die? I'm pretty sure he got murdered when he was like 20, 21, 22.
I saw a KSL article about it, about like some guy.
How old do you think he was when he translated the plates?
Joseph Smith?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't live past.
He was 14
back then. 14?
I was
gonna say 15.
What were you doing when you were 14?
Ooh, you don't want to know. When did Joseph Smith die?
I'm pretty sure he got murdered.
He died in June 27th, 1844. How old was he? Gunshot wound. Funny. He was 38 years old.
Oh. I don't know. I thought he was younger than that. But was it a murder?
Let me see. How did all these Mormons listening to our podcast? First of all, there probably is none, but they're probably like, you don't know, it's in the Nephites or something. I don't know anything about Bible stuff. Okay, I gotta stop talking. He was killed in Illinois. He was killed by a mob.
Yep.
While awaiting trial in town jail. That's some Holes type shit, you know. What's his name? I could fix that. You know that guy?
Oh,
How he
yeah.
died? Yeah, I could fix that.
They're like, how old were you? Oh, you were
I'm
14.
tired of thinking, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Have you seen that meme where it's like, you know that part off of Holes where she's like, I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. You remember that part?
I think I do, but I've seen the
like
memes.
A meme. There's a meme where it's like, our grandkids when we have them dig on Minecraft for diamonds. Grandpa, well, that's too damn bad.
No, that's what what I think is funny now is this LeBron keeps complaining about the plan.
I had a big argument today at work with Lord Farquaad from my work. His name's Ashton, and he thinks LeBron is the greatest player ever. Okay, don't get me wrong. He's a crazy specimen, and he's a great basketball player, but he's not even second best. Kobe is better than LeBron.
Even Kobe didn't bitch like this.
I know, it's insane. He's like, oh, eighth play. Let's do a.
He wasn't saying this when they were in second.
Yeah, let's look up the stats.
Because now he's out again, resting his ankle, and they play the Clippers and the Trailblazers, I think. So they might drop another 2 games.
So let's see the conference standings right now for the West. The Lakers are the 6th by.
So what happens if they were to lose these next 2 games?
I mean, they have to lose quite a few because they're still 3-4 games
but
ahead.
If they drop into the 7th seed, that's when that shit starts happening.
Really? It's not just the 8th seed? I don't know really how that works. So explain to the viewers how that works, because I don't really know how that works.
I'm pretty sure it's the 7th that I saw. You look it up while I'm talking, but last year they started in like the bubble that I'm pretty sure it's the 7th and the 8th seed, there's like 4 teams that play.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might just be the 8th. I'm not exactly sure, but they have like 4 teams because even the Wizards in the East are like can get a spot in the playoffs, which I don't know how, but they have a playing game for those last playoff spots.
Yep. So, okay. Prior to the start of the 2020 and 2021 season, the NBA Board of Governors unanimously approved a proposal to implement a playoff play-in tournament on a one-year basis of the 2020-2021 season, the State Farm Play-in Tournament, which will take place after the regular season and before the first round of the playoffs. Will include the teams with the 7th highest through the 10th highest winning percentages in the conference. So it's going to be between 7 and 10. So 7 and 8th play. That's kind of, I don't like how they play that though.
What?
Oh wait, no, okay, wait. So 7th and 8th play, and so the winner of that gets 7th seed. So I didn't like how 7th and 8th played, but so 7th and 8th play, the winner of that gets the 7th seed, and then the loser of 7 and 8th plays the winner of 9th and 10th. So and then they get the 8th seed. So I do like that. That's good because the 7th and 8th, no matter what, if you win that game, you're in. So, but that's cool. I think that's awesome because injuries and stuff like that, like teams get hot right at the end of the season, like. If you don't want to play in that, then you don't deserve to be in the playoffs because, like, if you're the 7th seed, you should obviously be better than the 10th seed, and like you shouldn't have or the 9th seed.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought they've talked about too, like trying to do like the top 16 teams, not just like Eastern, Western. They would get rid of that and they would just do the top 16 teams. Which, I mean, that'd be cool because you would get to see the best basketball being played, but then it takes away kind of like, I don't know, like teams grinding. Like if a team, like teams, you'd start seeing them tanking. But I mean, it's kind of hard to tank in the NBA now.
Yeah. I mean, I like how it's to the 10th seed, so it doesn't go all the way to like the 15th, but. Like that's good. So 10 and 7. So if they lose one more, if they drop 2 games, they'll be 7th seed, and Trailblazers will be the 6th. I mean, the Trailblazers though,
I don't want to. I want Dame to get in. Let LeBron. Let them have a playing game and let them lose.
Yeah, but honestly, we don't want that because then the Jazz will probably end up playing the Lakers, which.
So.
I mean, the Jazz are the most inconsistent team in the NBA. It drives me nuts.
I mean, they're back in first.
They're second right now.
I thought they jumped back to first because they won last night.
They're in second because Suns hold the tiebreaker. So Suns beat them twice.
We'll see how the Suns do in the playoffs.
But the Suns have well, Chris Paul is notorious for choking, but the Suns have a pretty hard record to end it. They have the Knicks, who are on fire right now. Probably one of the best teams in the East right now, even though they're like 4th or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're 4th.
They're on fire. Derrick Rose is going off. They play the Lakers. If they're not resting LeBron, they should lose that. Then they play the Warriors, and you never know with Steph Curry. And then they play the Trailblazers, who have to win,
Yeah.
So, and then they end Spurs. So they can definitely lose 4. They could easily lose 4 of their next 5 games. They're going to play the Hawks. The Hawks aren't the greatest. What are the Hawks right now? What's the standings for the Hawks? The Hawks, I guess, are 5th, but I mean, they should be able to handle the Hawks. But
dude, I just heard Stephen A. Smith was in love with because he's a Knicks fan. He's like, I love Trae Young. He's like, we'll get past the Hawks in the first round. I'm like, yeah. Knicks haven't been to the playoffs since 2010.
But the Knicks are on fire right now. Derrick Rose is playing good, and Julius Randle. I've always liked Julius Randle when he played in college. What team did he play for, though? I can't remember what team he played for. Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I liked him, but then when he went to the Lakers, like, he just wasn't good. I don't know. He was struggling there, but now he's on the Knicks. He's kind of got like a prime role. He's been playing pretty good.
Did you say what? Do you see how LeBron was saying about his high ankle sprain? He's like, I don't know if I'll ever be back to 100, like 100%. I'm like, who says this? That's another go. Michael Jordan never said this. He took a year away from basketball and then came back and dominated still.
I saw the most I saw somebody get roasted on Twitter. They were saying Steph Curry scores 2 points in the fourth quarter, and he's the greatest player. Yeah, that title still belongs to LeBron. But someone posted a picture in the NBA Finals against the Spurs. LeBron James in the fourth quarter didn't have over 4 points ever in the fourth quarter, and it was 1 for 7, 1 for 6, 1 and 5, and then 2 and 5 in the fourth quarter against the Spurs.
Yeah.
I mean,
like when
Mike,
I
couldn't be Michael Jordan. Couldn't be Michael Jordan.
when I say like greatest of all time though too, like it's kind of hard because I don't know how Jordan would play in today's.
This is my theory. Michael Jordan playing in this league this year. Michael Jordan was was one of the best scorers ever. Like he's playing against the freaking Detroit Pistons, like teams, way physical teams, going up in the paint. Like he's getting those buckets. He would be a lot better James Harden these days.
That's
like,
what I was just gonna say because
he's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get to the free throw line every single time. You know, he can score like nothing. Like in this league, it's all about scoring. LeBron or Michael Jordan easily putting 40 points up a game. Easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I think his kryptonite would be teams like the Golden State Warriors that shoot just threes and stuff like that because it's a whole different game.
I mean,
but
Michael Jordan's a lockdown defender, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just a different game. But I think he averages 40 points a season in this league. I mean, his career average was 38 points in a league that he was playing in, like physical, like you don't get all these ticky-tack freaking flagrant fouls. Like some of these fouls that Michael Jordan people were committing on Michael Jordan, they're technicals these days. They're getting ejected for stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
like any kind of contact, he's going to the free throw line. He's averaging 40 points.
Another fun person would be Dr. J, dude. Julius Irving coming back, he'd be like a Giannis, dude.
Yeah, I don't really know them. Like I wasn't really big on like basketball, you know. I wasn't really. I was like 3 years old, but 2 years old, but you know, Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan. So I've seen Michael Jordan highlights. I watched the freaking, the documentary on him. Like, everybody knows how good Michael Jordan was, but I don't really know like my Magic Johnson and stuff. Imagine Magic Johnson in this league. Do you think?
I mean, he'd just be like, I don't know, I mean, I feel like he's a better ball handler than Ben Simmons, and I mean, he's not a KD because KD can shoot a lot better and handle the ball better. I feel like I don't really know who his comparison would be. I mean, people say Ben Simmons, but I'm like, I'm not sold on Ben Simmons.
Dude, Ben Simmons is not. He's not great. Okay, he's just not. Like, he's a bust, and I hate the Sixers. I like Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. They're fighting. They're both saying that they're Defensive Player of the Year when they don't even hold a freaking candle towards Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Did you not see Rudy Gobert the other night? Three players went into the paint and dipped right back out because they know they can't score on Rudy Gobert. Like, he's a freaking force. It's insane.
Yeah. I don't even know how. It's like, I mean, because isn't Joel Embiid in the race for MVP?
I think so.
Like him, so is Djokovic, or the Joker. What's his name? Djokovic from the Nuggets.
Oh yeah, Nicole. Yeah, no, I can't say his name. The freaking fat Siberian.
Yeah,
Siberian, that guy.
And then
fat fellow thickie. Yes.
Freaking Dame. Just give the MVP to Dame, dude.
Oh.
No.
Dame. I respect the guy because he's loyal. He stays with the Trailblazers. He's loyal to the end. But let's be honest, he's not MVP of the league. Steph Curry, if anything, is the MVP of the league.
I don't know.
The impact Steph Curry has in the NBA on a team right now, like he's single-handedly winning them games. It's insane.
Just put Dame. Dame said he'd either, if he left Portland, he'd play for the Lakers or he'd come back to Utah.
I swear, Dame was in Utah. I did not even know that.
Well, he played for Weber State.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
No,
what?
no.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, he said
I was-
he said he'd come back, like he'd play for the Jazz.
Yeah, that would be sick. Imagine Donovan and Dame, dude. Woo! But you have to get rid of Mike Conley. Have to,
That's okay.
because I mean, unless you have Donovan running the three, but Dame's not a three. He could be a one. He could be a scoring one there, but I don't think that meshed too well. I'm not the biggest Donovan fan. I mean, okay, I'm a Donovan fan, but I'm just not sold he's gonna win us a championship. He's just not. Everybody's like, if the Jazz are gonna win an NBA championship, this is the year. Like out of all the years that I've ever watched Jazz basketball. I didn't watch Jazz basketball in the Karl Malone days and stuff like that, obviously. But if the Jazz are gonna win one, this is the year. Like they have the chance because the Lakers easily can get knocked out early. The Suns are definitely beatable. The Clippers are inconsistent. They're not going to get beat by the Mavericks. Like the Suns and the Nuggets don't have Jamal Murray, so that's not a threat anymore.
What about
Just
so
saying.
how many games do you think they would have won? Say Donovan was hurt all year. How many games do you think they win?
Yeah, obviously they don't win this many games without Donovan. I'm not denying the fact that the Jazz don't need Donovan, but I'm not sold on the fact that Donovan is clutch enough or big enough right now to carry the Jazz to a championship win. I mean, you saw last playoffs. What did he went like? He scored 2 points. He scored like what 10 points. He went like 5 and 30 or something like that. Let's look at Donovan Mitchell's playoffs.
I mean, give me hint. I mean, did you like D. Will as a player more than Donovan?
No, I like Donovan more. I 100% like Donovan more. But I'm just saying I think he's gonna take a few more years before he's gonna actually be able to like lead a team. Like Michael Jordan didn't come into the league right away and just start winning championships. I mean, this is
Because
what
he
his third
came.
year.
I don't know. It's like
I think it's his third or fourth year. Yeah,
I
he
think
came
Jordan
in
came in '88, and when they win their first championship in '90,
91,
I think it was
92,
'92,
or
because '92, '93, '94. Then he
yeah.
took then took '95 off, and then '96, '97, '98. I think.
Yeah. I mean, so let's look. What game was I talking about here? And then they blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets last year. Oh my god, that blew my mind, bro. I mean, they lost first round in 2019 and 2020, and they got to the second round in 2018. They lost to Houston in 2018. They beat Houston. And they lost to Houston twice? What? Okay, let's see here.
That's
He
when they
went
had.
5-13, 9-22. I mean, he's not putting up great numbers. He had 3 games over 50%. Maybe 8 games over 50%. After you go all the way back to his first year, and that's out of 23 games. I mean, it's not great. I just think Donovan needs to mature a little bit. I mean, he needs somebody that complements him really well. I don't think Mike Conley complements him the best. My favorite Jazz player is Joe Ingles. Jingle and Joe. I love that guy, dude.
Like Jordan Clarkson.
No, Jordan Clarkson's a baller too, but
Who would you want them to go out? Say the season's over, free agency. Who would you want them to go after then to
who
compliment
would I
him?
want? That's hard. It's a hard decision.
Because I don't even
I
know
mean,
who are upcoming free agents for
free agents?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
'Cause
free
I don't even
agents
think Mike
either.
Conley's contract is up, is it?
I don't know. I mean, Chris Paul becomes a free agent. Kawhi Leonard becomes a free agent. Mike Conley's contract is up. A Kyle Lowry, that would be awesome. Free agent next year. I mean, I'm just saying that would be pretty awesome to see them. Steph Curry becomes a free agent.
He'll never leave Golden
He'll
State. I'll
never
tell you.
leave Golden State, but I mean, the people don't want to come play for Utah. Like Derek Rose, we got him off of a trade. He's like, I'm not even going to Utah. Like he had to
Well,
go to Utah get a physical.
We
I
released
know,
him.
but like he didn't. he didn't want to come.
Oh,
Even if we wanted him, he
would have
wasn't going
played.
to come.
Why? Okay, Jordan. Did you expect Jordan Clarkson to sign a 4-year deal to stay in Utah?
No, but
It's not like
I
they
don't know.
have to live in Utah,
Kemba Walker would be pretty awesome. Bradley Beal's a free agent.
dude.
Ooh.
Bradley
But he's not a
Beal.
point guard, but that would be
So
sick.
just have Donovan on the point.
No, Donovan cannot point.
Why?
Because he wants to shoot way too much. You
Okay, get
need
rid of Joey
somebody like
Ingles. Get rid and
Kyle Lowry would
sign
be
Bradley
great.
Beal. Have Bradley Beal play the 3.
Joe Ingles is good.
Okay, you'd rather have
Ingles
Joe
is way good.
Ingles over Bradley
Goran
Beal.
Dragic. Yes, I would. I would 100% have that
What?
over. Dude, Joe Ingles is a baller. Okay.
And Bradley.
Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. Ooh. I mean, he shoots. He likes to shoot a lot,
He
but
would
he's
never
so
come to Utah. He
aggressive.
hates Utah. He got called
Oh,
the
yeah.
N-word by that.
Oh yeah, he
Diesel
absolutely
guy.
hates Utah. He's never coming. But I'm just saying people that would compliment him well. He hates Utah though. I wouldn't like Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I think he's clutch and he's a baller. That boy can ball, but he brings too much baggage with him. You know what I mean? All this
Well,
flat
everyone
earth
just tries to
shit,
get
stuff like
in
that.
his business. Just let him be
Yeah,
him.
LaMelo Ball doesn't become a free agent. What? This might not be completely right, but yeah. I don't know.
I agree with
NBA is going to be
Lowry.
good.
Kyle
I think the
Lowry would be
playoffs
good.
are going to be good this year for the West. I mean, the East, if the Nets are healthy, I think they take it. I mean, the only team that can compete is Milwaukee, but I don't think they can beat the Nets.
I believe in Giannis, dude.
You blame Giannis,
I believe in Giannis.
or you believe?
Yeah. Dude, if he could just develop a 3-point shot, he would be unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, but whatever I can't remember who said it, but they were like, Giannis is he was talking smack, saying about how he's the greatest and stuff. He's like, he's not that great of a basketball player. He's just okay. He's obviously a great basketball player, but he's 7 foot freak. Okay, like that's why he's good. Like if imagine Russell Westbrook, his height. I mean, he's gonna be way better than Giannis.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, if he could just develop, I mean, he's still young enough. He could develop a good jumper.
He definitely could. Let's see here.
What do you think? Do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to get out of Green Bay?
He needs to. He won't go back. I hope he doesn't. I hope he sticks to his word.
Where would you want him to go? I've heard there's Brandon Shaw was saying that he has sources in Denver saying that
Broncos.
He'll go to the Broncos.
The Broncos are contenders if that happens.
Get with old Tim Patrick, dude.
And Jerry Jeudy, is he there too? No.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm so pissed at the Chargers. I mean, that Slater kid that the Chargers drafted he's way good.
I hope Cam Newton can get into their system. Everybody's saying Cam Newton isn't, obviously he's not a great thrower, but Tom. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to talk
Super
smack
Bowl
on Tom Brady.
quarterback.
He's a Super Bowl quarterback, and if he can integrate into the system how they want him to, he can you don't need to throw bombs to freaking play for the Patriots. With this, now that they have 2 tight end system again, I think he's going to play well.
Just let him free, dude. Let him play how he's playing in Auburn, dude.
But he's got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy. I hope Aaron Rodgers sticks to his word and leaves Green Bay, because Green Bay has done him dirty, really dirty, and he needs to go somewhere they're going to treat him right,
Do you like Mac Jones as a quarterback, Bob?
I didn't watch enough Mac Jones. I mean, I'm not happy with the pick. I would rather have a Justin Fields or,
Yeah, that kid. I bet that kid from Texas A&M, the Hill kid, he's pretty athletic. He's an athletic quarterback. He kind of. I mean,
but Mac Jones isn't a. I mean, he's a NCAA championship.
So we're a lot of other Bama quarterbacks.
Just saying, Jalen Hurts. What about Jalen Hurts?
Okay, Jalen Hurts isn't even going to be the starting quarterback in Philly.
he might. I guarantee he's starting quarterback. Did you not see he had a good end of 3 games? Like his last 3 games were great.
That means a lot. Ryan
I'm
Fitzpatrick,
just
Fitzmagic's has
Fitzmagic's
had
a
some
goat.
hell of
He
games.
needs
Would
to
you want him
be.
starting
He
for the
needs to be in the Hall of
Patriots?
Fame.
What?
He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. The best backup quarterback / replacement. You know, people. He goes and he makes teams better, and they just
So
disrespect him.
you're
Like
saying
when he
he was
was
the best
in
backup
Tampa,
quarterback ever?
started off 4-0 and they subbed him out for Jameis because Jameis was back. You know, it's like that's disrespectful.
So you're saying he's the best backup quarterback to come in?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I ever wanted a backup quarterback, it would 100%.
So
Okay, Nick
you
Foles,
really
shut up, shut up,
no, you really don't love
don't
Tom
say it.
Brady, dude.
Why? Tom Brady isn't a
Because
backup quarterback.
he was.
I mean,
What's
he
his
was, but once he took that spot, he wasn't a backup quarterback. Okay,
still best
I mean,
backup
Ryan
quarterback, best
Fitzpatrick
decision
takes his
ever?
spot back on the bench, not a backup quarterback.
Well, sorry, Bruce Arians. Was that when Bruce Arians was still the coach for
Yeah,
Tampa Bay?
no, he wasn't. Bruce Arians wasn't the coach.
Not my fault, Bob. I'm just mad that the Chargers drafted offensive linemen with their 13th pick in the NFL draft.
They need offensive linemen. They need to protect.
Oh, you remember
them.
how you were saying that how Patrick Mahomes ain't gonna have no line? Now look.
Yeah, now he's got a line. Oh great. Oh great.
I was surprised that Penei Sewell from Oregon. I'm
Went to
surprised
the
he
Lions.
went. Well, I'm surprised he didn't go like higher.
Yeah.
He's repping all Utah,
All these
dude.
Alabama, all these wide receivers from Bama, man.
But they have like, how many first round draft picks do they have?
8, 7.
This is insane. I just feel like that's gonna pass like how NCAA players can get paid. Do you agree with that? What's your take on it?
There was something about that. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I think
I'm
in
not an NCAA
California they're
player.
gonna start like I think it already got passed.
They can get paid off of their popularity
likeness.
or like likeness. That's what the word it was.
So like jerseys.
I mean, they're making. You know how much money they make for those colleges and stuff. I mean, I don't know. They could go both ways. Like you hear Tim Tebow's point on it. He had one of the best selling jerseys in the world. Now it's concluding all these teams, and he didn't get paid for it. But I mean, these colleges are making so much money off these kids. Like they deserve to get something for it because a lot of
I
these
mean,
kids
do
don't
you
make
feel
it
like
to
it
the
has to be
NBA.
spread out through all sports programs in
Yeah.
the school though?
Has to be. It's fair, but I mean, I don't know. It's because let's be honest. You know, football brings in a lot more money than basketball. I'd imagine. I don't know. College basketball.
It just depends
but,
on the school. Like
but
Duke.
like, yeah, and like, it just brings in a lot more money. So I mean, but they can get paid off of their likeness. Like I like that because it's them putting in all the work. It's not the school, you know, and they're cashing in all this money off this. Well, what all this kid does. So
what I think they should have done is just because kids Bama already or like the Bama USC they already get the top prospects. Now that it's just gonna, I feel like for every D1 school, it should all be a base, like whatever they get paid. But then like they should be, if Nike wants to endorse a player, they should let them. But I feel like every school should have the same amount of money that they can give each player. I don't care if there's only.
Then it becomes then free agency. How do you feel about that? Like
what?
the college,
like the transfer portal.
Yeah, now they're eligible immediately. Like it's kind of crazy.
I mean, I agree with that. I think it's stupid having to sit out. You're wasting a kid's potential.
Yeah.
But I think regardless, you could have San Jose State player where there's only 15,000 people going to watch should get the same amount of money as some kid that's playing for Ohio State in front of 100,000 people. But the kid from Ohio State, like if Nike wants to endorse him, go ahead, let him get endorsements, let him get more money that way. I feel like they should do that to keep it from all these 5-star prospects going to one school. I mean, they already are, but that's just going to amplify it. If you can get triple the money going to Alabama than you can get from going to BYU.
Yep, it's crazy. That's just what's going to ruin it. Is all these power teams are just going to get bigger. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I mean,
I feel like it's only going to be that way for football because I mean basketball. I mean you can see March Madness more lower seeds are starting to
yeah,
advance. I mean,
yeah, and that's kind of becoming the thing. Is like kids want to go to a team like, well, I can't remember what that team was. That I'd have to look up the name. I don't want to say the wrong name, but they want to go to these teams and make it their team. You know what I mean? It's like you
like
can do that in
Shaquille
basketball.
O'Neal just went to like Texas A&M. Like it's a
Yeah,
historical black college.
Texas A&M.
Well, not Texas A&M. It's Texas. Was it Texas State or something like that? It's a
He
HBCU.
amounts his commitment to Texas Southern.
Texas Southern. Yeah,
Neil's youngest son. Yeah,
it's an HBCU, but a bunch of kids are starting to go there.
yeah. That's cool though. Like
See, that's what
it's
I like too. How because the G League, that Ignite team, that's the only team that kids can go play for, right? In the G League.
I'm not sure. I don't know how the G League works. All I know is that you
'Cause
could go straight out of high school there,
yeah,
right?
well, because they have it's like the Ignite is what the team's called, where like all the,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's the only team in the G League that they can go play for. I mean, they're playing against all the other teams in the G League, but I think that's the only one that the high school kids, if they're coming straight out of high school, can go play for.
Yeah.
Which I like because
Um
I feel like they should keep that just because just one team because I feel like it'll still have all players wanting to go to college.
like Lola Chicago. Oh, that was an awesome team to
I
make
know. Well,
it.
their
Oral
coach just
Roberts.
signed to is it Houston or their team or no? I think it's Texas. I think the head coach from Loyola Chicago just signed a deal with Texas to be the new head coach.
Wow. There's a female head coach in the NCAA now. Can't remember the one from
In the
um
like the
NCAA,
NCW
like
like
NCAA
women's or
men's
men's.
basketball, men's
I thought it
basketball,
was
female.
women's
No, I'm pretty sure it was men's. Let's see.
because I saw are you talking about the lady that went and is with Clemson now?
Is it Clemson? I thought it was men's. Was it not men's?
I thought it was women's. I thought.
No, it wasn't Clemson. I can't remember. I don't know. I have to go find the article again. Maybe I was wrong. That would have been cool though.
Looks like that girl that's under Greg Popovich in San Antonio. Is she still there? That
Yeah, what's her? Yeah, I can't remember her name.
she'll probably be the first like head coach in the NBA.
Yeah, she's good. She's coached. She's actually coached the whole game. What's her name? Sarah something, something like that.
Yeah, no,
First
I bet
female.
she'll be the first like
Yeah,
female.
she's good.
I can see
Becky
her face.
Hammond, that's
But
her
yeah,
name.
I was like I can see her face. I just can't remember her name.
Yeah, I could see it too. Look like a Sarah, Becky. You look like a Sarah. She used to play for Russia. The heck? Awesome. That's what sucks too. Is like Olympics, man. The Olympics are whack this year. They want to not go to China, and China's gonna nuke us if we don't.
We'll just meet in the middle. Go to I don't know.
Go to freaking England.
Have you seen that? I didn't
Goodbye.
realize how much like cheat. Have you seen that movie like Icarus? So it's about a dude that he was going to. You know how like you heard the stories how in like the Tour de France and everything that they're all using steroids. Like you had to go back to like 23rd place to find a dude that wasn't using steroids or like performing. So this guy in the movie was going to start. He was going to do a bike race on nothing, and then next year he's going to do the same race, but he's going to get on like PEDs and steroids and all that. But when he did the race, and like when he was coming back, he had like the dude that was in charge of like Russia's, like, it's because you know how Russia got busted for like all their athletes. They got banned from the Olympics because all their athletes were on steroids.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that movie it ended up turning into like how Russia got caught. It wasn't even supposed to be about that, but it ended up turning how like Russia ended up getting caught because they were like had holes in the wall and they were passing clean piss to the athletes through the walls. so that they could pass their tests.
That's crazy.
And they weren't the only athletes that didn't test hot were the ice skaters because they didn't see a reason for them to be more muscly and all that.
That's crazy.
Well, that's okay. Do you see? Oh, that's crazy. You see, DK Metcalf, how do you say his name? He's like going to run 100-yard dash in this thing, and if he like places, I don't know if it was top 10 or whatever.
100-meter dash.
Yeah, if he places in a certain position, he automatically qualifies for the Olympic trials. Like he wants to go run in the Olympics. I'm like, that's to be sick. Like, yeah, I mean, he's not
May 9th. He's gonna do it, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, he's not our fastest receiver. I mean, it'd still be cool to see him go run in the Olympics. Cause he's a freak, dude.
Yeah,
freak athlete.
Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
You watch any Star Wars today, Bob?
I'm gonna go watch the Bad Clones or the Bad Batch or something that was released on Disney Plus today. Bad Batch.
What is that supposed to be like?
So it's like about
group of clones that
a group of clones that were a bad batch, and so they joined the rebellion and stuff like that, or like they're on the rebel side.
Have you watched the Clone Wars cartoon yet, Bob?
I've watched a couple episodes. I didn't finish it. I need to finish it though. I heard it's like.
I watched that shit, dude. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I watched it like for everyone is actually on Cartoon Network, and then probably like 3 years ago, I saw it was on Netflix. I was like, I kind of felt weird because I watched it when I was a kid. But I was like, I'll rewatch. I like Star Wars.
Remember like Colin and Corbin watching that shit when we'd go over to Jade's house and stuff. And, yeah,
I mean, it's a good cartoon. It fills you in on like what happens in between and all that.
It's good, and I heard there's another one called The Rebels. That's really good too. So it's like the same thing. What about? Did you see Disney is releasing their new lightsaber technology in August of 2022?
What, to the public?
Yep. Like they're gonna showcase it or something.
Dude, I can't wait till you hear the first thing. Florida man chops off another person's arm with the Disney lightsaber.
Dude, if we could buy that, I'm 100% buying one, dude. It looks
what if it's
sick.
like $1,000?
Huh?
What if it's like $1,000?
Yo, Donald, I need to take out a loan, brother. I need to take out a loan. What for? A fucking lightsaber, dude.
You gotta talk to old Uncle Joe.
Look at how sick this is. Look, I'm gonna look at this link here. You gotta look at it so you can get a picture of that. But like, imagine having a real lightsaber. That's like every kid's dream, dude. That's insane.
So that's one thing you want over everything. You wouldn't want like a.
But I want a jetpack. Is probably next.
You can get one. Just go get one of the water ones. Yeah. People look like they're gonna kill themselves on.
I want a real jetpack though. Like I can't wait till those things are real. You know, like some Kim Possible type.
Aren't they actually real?
Dun, 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 dun. What's the sitch?
Elon just tweeted Elon saying, "Screw the Neuralink that's going in monkeys' heads."
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of that shit though? Where the monkey.
Do they have videos yet?
He does. Yeah, look it up. So look up monkey with Neuralink in its head, and this monkey already has the technology, and it's playing like Pong with its head, like no controller, with its mind.
No chance.
Dude, watch the freaking video. Yeah, like the stuff's already around. He's like, remember how I was telling you, like, this is the stuff where he's like, there's gonna be no need to learn another language. He's like, this will translate it for you as the people are speaking. Like
that's
some like Ready Player One cyberpunk type stuff, dude.
I'm ready for it.
What? Oh, and did you hear how he was saying he's like on how he's gonna start sending people to Mars? He's like, a lot of people will die, and then he just laughs.
He's just a weirdo, dude.
But like people are still volunteering, even, and he's just said he's like, yeah, a lot of people are gonna die.
Part of history. I mean, I don't like how they do, like, it's crazy to think about, and not a lot of people think about it, is like a lot of animals die in testing. I kind of like hate that, but I mean, it kind of has to happen, which sucks because you can't be releasing people to people or things to people and having people die, which kind of sucks that, you know, rats and monkeys and I mean, not rats. I hate rats, them things, but like monkeys and shit like that have to die to go through all these experiments and stuff. But it's just crazy. Like that shit's been going on. Like Hitler trying like that Nazi zombie conspiracy shit. Like you know what he did to some of the Jews like in those concentration camps? They were like testing like how cold can a person be until they die. They would like put them in tubs of freezing water and close the lid and like crazy stuff like that, dude. It's
You know, he was a real knucklehead, Bob.
He's a real knucklehead, but I'm just saying Elon Musk is not Hitler, but it's kind of the same thing, testing shit out on people. You know what I'm saying?
He's not
like he's gonna be testing stuff out. People are gonna die going to Mars, but people want to do it. That's the difference. People want to do it. That's the difference.
He's trying to better humanity, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're killing ourselves.
Was Hitler trying not to better humanity with his neo-Nazi conspiracy? Just saying.
Okay, but he was killing people because he wanted the perfect Aryan or race, the perfect race.
He was extreme on it. Okay, but I'm just saying. Elon Musk is gonna kill people.
Hitler was killing Jews. Elon Musk is hosting SNL. They're not the same.
I'm just saying they're kind of their paths. I hope they don't, but their paths are gonna start going like this. I mean, he wants to advance us as much.
You know,
as
Hitler wasn't even from Germany.
He was
from Austria.
Wasn't he part Jew too, or something? I'm just saying, it makes sense. He wants to advance us so much that he's gonna just start doing what he wants, and boom! Next thing you know, we're zombies. But actually, not zombies. We're gonna be iRobots, like off of that freaking Will Smith movie, dude. Holy shit!
So if he came up to you and you're like, "I want you to test the Neuralink, Bob," you
no, thank you. No, thank you.
And he's like, you won't die.
If I won't die?
Yeah.
Oh, what if it?
You just let him drill a little hole into your head.
Hell no.
Into your brain.
Hell no. For maybe a couple mil. Then I would. I mean, obviously, everything has a price, right?
So what? 2 million? You'd let them drill into your head? That's your price?
And I'm not gonna die?
Yeah.
What else? Is there anything big side effects gonna happen to me? Or
we don't know. You'd be the first person. I mean, it didn't kill the monkey, so it's not gonna kill you. But you're gonna be the first person.
It's not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
2 mil?
But you will be the first person to ever have it.
There's a lot of factors. Do I have to be like a test for the rest of my life?
It's just what's your number?
10 mil.
Really? Is that okay? So is that your minimum, or what's your minimum?
Probably 2 million. Just saying. I don't want to be a freaking hamster the rest of my life, dude.
You wouldn't be a hamster. You'd be able to read messages, like communicate without even talking.
Yeah.
Have superpowers, dude.
Lonzo Ball getting into it with Draymond Green. Getting into it with Draymond Green.
Well, that's one thing. I guess we'll talk UFC for a little bit. The fight cards kind of. Because I watch all the fight nights and stuff too, and like the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I was gone, so I wasn't able to watch that.
I mean, this upcoming one kind of sucks because like the TJ Dillashaw, Corey Sandhagen got pulled.
Oh, and Nate Diaz got postponed to June 12th, which sucks.
But Nate Diaz is on the Michael.
No, pushed back
Chandler.
June 12th. Undisclosed injury, so it's pushed back to June 12th on its own card.
I mean, this upcoming card kind of sucks. I mean, there's Michelle Watterson fighting the Rodriguez girl. That's the main event.
The karate hottie. Yeah, buddy. And Donald Cerrone. What are you talking about?
He was supposed to fight Diego Sanchez, but Diego Sanchez, they got cut by the UFC.
Yeah, because of CTE. They don't want to be... That guy's got shit going on with his
trainer. His trainer's psycho.
Yeah.
His coach is
psycho. You're telling me you look at Diego Sanchez He's doing
It's-
freaking
It was
Pilates
supposed to
and
be his.
freaking
It was
weird
supposed
ass
to
shit
be
in
his
the
last
airport.
fight. It was supposed to be his last fight.
What?
That was his the cowboy was gonna be his last fight. He's even said he's like, after this I'm retiring.
Oh,
And his coach
that kinda
said some
sucks.
stupid shit. And then it got pulled. But now he's fighting some Moreno dude that fought
Alex Morano. Yeah, I mean
That
that would
fought
be a good
Anthony
fight.
Pettit.
And then Neil Magani is fighting Jeff Neil. I don't know how to say that.
Neil Magny.
I mean, it's not a bad card. I've seen worse. Karate Hottie, that's always a poll. Donald Cerrone is always a poll. Neil Magani, we'll see how that goes.
Magny.
Magani.
Okay, well, let's get this. Who do you think's winning? Michael Chandler or Charles Oliveira?
Michael Chandler.
You
Next
think?
subject. Michael Chandler. Next subject. Charles Oliveira is a journeyman. Okay, he's not.
He's
journeyman.
like 28.
He's 30-8. But I'm just saying, like,
I know, but he's like.
I've never watched a Charles Oliveira fight, and I'm like, oh, it's so
You didn't see when he
good.
beat the shit out of Tony Ferguson?
I didn't watch that one. That's why
Okay.
I wasn't on the hype train for Charles. I didn't watch the Tony Ferguson fight. I heard he was really good. But like Charles Oliveira, I
He
don't
has
think
the
he
most
has tools to
submissions.
beat Michael
He has-
Chandler. Michael Chandler, did you not see what he did to Dan Hooker?
Okay, Dan Hooker. He looks
Dan
so.
Hooker went 5 rounds with Dustin Poirier.
Okay, it was two different Dan Hookers though.
I'm just
Like,
saying,
it was.
it didn't look like 2 different Dan Hookers to me. Michael Chandler just looks like a different Michael Chandler. And the guy is kind of a freak of nature. That guy has like 1% body fat on him. Freaking maniac.
And then who else is fighting on that card? It's
Well, there was supposed to be Nate Diaz, but that's over.
no. Who else is fighting on that
Um,
card?
Ion Kulabalido. Oh no, that's not that it. Hold on. Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz pushed to June 12th. Tony Ferguson is.
Oh yeah,
fighting.
and our Dariush. Dariush is a
Dariush.
killer, dude.
Tony Ferguson's back. He shaved his head. That guy went through some
Have
shit.
you seen
He's
that
back.
Dariush guy fight?
No, I haven't seen him fight.
Pretty-
Oh, maybe
pretty
I have, but I
beastly.
don't remember it. Who did he fight? Carlos.
Who he
Ferrer.
fought? He fought in Abu Dhabi
Yeah.
last.
No, he's not gonna beat Tony. If Tony is actually Tony, he's gonna win. Dillashaw versus Sandhagen.
Corey the Sandman Sandhagen, dude. I like Corey Sandhagen.
Dude, I like that guy too.
Flying knee to
I
Frankie
cannot
Edgar.
pronounce the names. I need to go to school. I need to go back to school.
Who do you think? Who do you got winning that? TJ coming back or dude Corey? I like Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah,
I kind of felt bad
Sandhagen
because
too.
he was supposed to fight for the belt next, like with the whole Peter Yan at Aljamain, but then TJ came back and they're like, "Oh, here you go, have this
Yeah,
killer."
that's a good fight. That's a good poll though. That's good money for him. TJ was on the roll, steroid using ass. He's gonna pop hot again, and his career is over. Watch.
You see
There's no-
that Kazmat Chimaev, that guy that you don't remember him? That fought
Yeah.
like 4 times. And
Yep.
he's all calling out Nick
Nick
Diaz.
Diaz?
He's like,
Oh,
"You're not
yeah.
on my level."
No, don't throw Nick Diaz into the jungle yet. Give him a little.
But
Give him a little
people
bit
are
of
saying
bait.
that, like, which I understand. It's kind of like Nate Diaz too. Like that Kazmat really hasn't fought. He hasn't fought anybody ranked yet. He was supposed to fight Leon Edwards, but that Chimaev dude, if he looks like how he did in those 4 fights he had back to back to back, he's a scary dude too.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chimaev wins that shit. But like the last time Nick Diaz fought was in 2015. Okay, you can't just throw him into the Sharks. Give him a.
Dude, Dominic Cruz don't believe in ring rust, dude.
I believe in it. Conor McGregor said all that shit too. Oh, I don't believe in ring rust, and then he loses.
But
his last
Dominic
2 fights.
Cruz,
Oh,
I mean,
it's the inactive. It's an activity for me. It's an activity for me. I mean, that shit's real.
I hope he's just been actually freaking training.
Nick Diaz, have you not seen the
No,
guy?
not
He looks
Nick.
like
I'm
he's
talking
been
about
training.
Connor. Yeah, but Nick and Nate always are in shape, dude. They got that Stockton, California gene where they just old school. They're always
No, they're just badasses. Smoking weed all the time and working out. That's all they do. Jiu-jitsu, smoke weed, repeat. That's all you got to do.
they're
And
saying,
triathlons.
they're saying whoever Nick Diaz fights, and if he wins, then it's kind of like a straight shot to the belt. Like he would fight
I mean,
for the
if
belt.
he gives him, I wouldn't like to see Nick Diaz fight Chimaev just because I think he loses that fight.
You have to give him
And it would
someone
kinda
like
suck.
in the top 10. If he wins that fight, people have already said if he wins his first fight back, he kind of gets slingshotted to the front
Yeah.
for the belt. Which I mean, he should. I mean, he's royalty in like UFC.
Yeah. What weight class is that again?
I think he fights 170 the same, doesn't he?
I think so.
Nick
Weight class
Diaz,
rankings.
Kamaru, dude.
Kamaru? Oh my god. Give him like a
They're all kind of tied up in fights right now. I don't even know who would fight.
yeah. So let's see. He could fight a Michael Chasey.
Michael Chiesa.
I can't say that. Fuck, I suck, man. He could fight a Damian Maya.
I think Damon Maia has one more fight.
Give him a Jorge Masvidal. I like that fight. I like Jorge versus Nick. I like that fight because like he beat up his little brother. He didn't even beat it. He whooped his little brother's Ass. Like Nate Diaz did not look good against Jorge Masvidal. He goes in there, stomps, freaking stones Jorge. Give him Kamara. Give him Kamara.
You did that, dude. Take my money. I'll pay for that shit.
Oh hell yeah! Take my money twice. That would be such a good fight. Because God.
Another news: John Jones released like his manager, so we might get the Francis.
They have to make that fight.
If I would tell you, if Francis fights Derek Lewis, if he fights Derek Lewis, I will lose my mind.
Dude, UFC will miss out on a fucking homer. A home fucking run if they don't make that fight. That's the greatest fight
say Derek
of
Lewis.
all time.
I mean, they both just need one shot knockout power. Say Derek Lewis landed one shot. Say he knocks Francis out cold. That they lose so much money. That's no one wants to watch John Jones versus Derek Lewis because John Jones would dominate. He would just take Derek Lewis down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's always that one punch opportunity, but dude. Fucking John Jones is putting in the work, dude. You see him? He's a thick boy right now, and he's running 28 miles per hour on the fucking treadmill.
Well, Dana White came out saying that John Jones, the reason like it's not getting set is because John Jones was asking for $30 million, and John Jones came out. He's like, I never said that much money, but people are saying that it was his manager that said it was talking to Dana, and like didn't tell John Jones that, and then they cut ties, so now I bet it'll probably happen now.
Yeah, I mean it's possible, but fuck it, pay him $30 million. You know how they're gonna make that shit in pay-per-views,
especially with the crowd now. I would say give them. I mean,
they're gonna make way more than that in pay-per-views than that. They're gonna make a shit ton on full crowd. Dude, they have full crowds now.
Listen to this card. Get Francis John Jones, Jorge Masvidal, Nick Diaz.
Oh my god. You can't put them both on the same one. No, that's too big. Like, I would love it, but Nick Diaz, Jorge Masvidal on its own, that's a top 15 pay-per-view right there.
Sure, I'm saying no, but then just go put it. Dude, you could put that fight in like AT&T Stadium in Texas.
Dude, freaking Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. We're going, baby. We're going.
That shit, dude.
That would be sick. I mean, you can't watch the fucking UFC fight from top.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be sick though at the AT&T Stadium in Texas because they have the fucking jumbotron. So I mean, it would be sick to be there in that environment.
The Canelo Alvarez is fighting Billy Joe Saunders there. They're fighting at AT&T Stadium. It's like
really,
yeah.
See, look, put John Jones Francis, okay. Put or Brian Ortega versus Volkanovski. Put that Volkanovski. Getting all these names. Why are these guys coming out of butt effing nowhere? I can't pronounce their names.
Freaking, you sound just like Brendan Shaw. Like can't say their names either.
I'm just saying, put Volkanovski back on there because we need to see that fight because Max Holloway's coming for Brian Ortega's ass again. I like Brian Ortega, but that's a good fight. That's a good undercard right there. I would love to see that.
Oh, and you could put Blachowicz versus that Yuri.
Yeah, yeah, I can't say his name either.
Put that on there, dude.
Jan versus Yuri Pakasavaka. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, dude, that's a big card. Oh yeah, we need that. We need that right now. I don't know why they pay John Jones 30 million. You know how much money he's made? He got paid 500K his last fight. 500K. You know how much money he's made for this company? F all the mess ups and everything. He's still made well over $30 million for this company. Like, pay the guy what he deserves. You're gonna get paid still. Like, I was listening to Brendan Schaub. The only guy that can get Dana White to do it is whatever his name is, the guy that owns it now.
Yeah.
Like, go grab that bald-headed fuck and make this fight. That's the biggest payday of UFC history.
I wish Francis was kind of. I mean, he speaks good in English. I just wish he was more like of a shit talker, because he could just do a press conference tour like how Khabib and Connor did it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. Francis
is too nice.
Francis is a good champion. Francis is a good champion. But imagine Francis goes in there, just rocks John, just destroys him. That would be crazy. Because Francis is only getting better, but we don't know what John's gonna do. I don't believe it.
If he looks like he did against Dominic Reyes, he will lose.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Because people are just saying that he wasn't trying for it because he was getting bored. But I'm like, can't get bored against Francis.
Yeah, can't. But I mean, you can see he's
he's training a lot harder.
3 steaks a day. He wakes up, eats a T-bone steak. He's running 28 miles per hour on the treadmill, weighing 2-something.
Okay, but say he was trying for Dominic Reyes.
But I think he took Dominic Reyes' soul. Dominic Reyes is just not the same after that. He literally had that title in his hand, and John Jones just slapped the shit out of him.
Francis gives him a Superman punch from the heavens. Do you think John Jones will be the same?
No. I think John Jones can eat it. I think he can eat it. But it's like the same thing. Look at what John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson. Like, that shit was a war, and John Jones nearly lost that. But
okay, but we're not talking.
Then he went on
nobody even has close to the same power that Francis has.
That. Obviously, Francis, no matter what, always has that lottery ticket, Golden Glove.
Say he just keeps training with Kamaru Usman too, and like he doesn't even have to get better on the ground. Just learn how to Chuck Liddell at sprawl and brawl. Don't let John Jones take you down.
He's not gonna.
John Jones will not.
Nobody's gonna give him the look John Jones is gonna give him. There's no other person on this planet like John Jones.
I know. I'm saying.
Except for Chandler Jones.
John Jones isn't going to knock Francis out unless it's a head kick.
Never say never. The guy's been lifting weights, yo. He's repping 550 on the old squats, dude. Repping it. That shit.
Francis has to stop lifting weights because he has to cut weight to get to 265. So, how many guys? No one else has to cut weight. Like, okay, maybe Derek Lewis, but cut weight to get to 265 and look like a Greek god.
I just think John Jones is gonna be so hungry, dude. It's the biggest fight. Make it, UFC, please. Headphone warning. Oh, I want to see it. I would literally give my left testicle to watch that fight. I'm going that far.
Okay, put it up.
Put it up. Dana White. Tag him. I'll tag him right now. Everybody go retweet this shit. Twitter, Bobby Raid 13. At Bobby Raid 13.
You better just put John Jones and Francis in there too. And we'll Brandon Schaub.
Yeah, I will give my left nut for Francis versus Jones. At Brandon Schaub. Right now. Everybody go retweet this, okay? Twitter, at Bobby Raid 13, okay? Should I put it on my other one? Should I put it on my real account? I don't know. F it. At Brandon Schaub, at John Jones. Johnny Bones. I think I spelled Francis wrong. No, I didn't.
F-R-A-N.
FRAN.
CIAS.
I had it right. I just didn't look right. All right, go retweet that shit, boys.
Did you put
we
Dana
need
White
this
in there?
fight. What?
You put Dana White in there?
Yep, I put Dana, Brendan Shaw. Hashtag BNT, or no, I can tag basement at BNT basement. Hashtag podcast.
Make this happen, please.
Please.
Before we miss out
Please.
on it, how we missed out on Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and then we finally got the fight when they were way
Bums.
past both their primes.
I mean, it's just they got to make it. It's gonna reward them in the end of the day. Because then look, John Jones, heavyweight champion, dude. Oh,
Because I don't know if it would beat the numbers from Conor Khabib, but it might be the second highest.
Yeah,
if they get a good
Conor
card,
Khabib because they literally wanted to murder each other until Khabib was about that. He got up in there and Conor's like, "Oh, it's only business." Yeah, bitch, shut up. You know he would eat you. Just like he said in the Khabib Ferguson conference, he's like, "Oh, he's never been in a street fight. He needs to be in a street fight." And Khabib's like, "What do you mean street fight? I eat you in street fight. I eat you in street fight." I mean, dude, the guy lived in the mountains, dude. I'm sure he's probably ate some kind of human.
it's an hour and 5 minutes already.
That's a good podcast. That was a great podcast. Time for Warzone. Tune into old Trinks Gaming on Caffeine. I don't know. Plug that link. I don't know that link exactly, but we're gonna be playing some Warzone. My back's a little messed up. I gotta start wearing a back brace in this chair because Talon's kind of a carry. That backpack's getting a little heavy. But
this has been B&T's Basement.
John Jones, we need you.
We outie.
See you.
Welcome to the basement.